Hello, everybody, and I'm here to say, if you are a kid, stay the fuck away. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a read of Lyre. I'm your host, Will, and as always, we have.
Oh,
Oh,
I
God
really want
damn it.
to. I really want to sing a song, but I have no idea how copyright is gonna take it.
Well, don't worry about it. We don't fucking care about it. As long as it
Well,
doesn't
in
give,
that
as long as it
case.
doesn't give me a strike, I don't give a fuck.
Last night I told you I need ya.
Oh my
That's the last time I
god!
drink tequila.
Fucking shut up with that song already.
Super Lemon and his sidekick so kit. I start crying and verbally assaulting.
Just so you guys know, he has been singing this song while I was setting up everything. All the time. Like, he has not shut the fuck up once.
Last Night by Beer Fear is very nice. I love it. It's a gorgeous song. I refuse to be told otherwise.
Anyway, Lyle has finally had an idea to help our boy Richter. Let's see what it is, everybody.
Big brain time.
I think I did read this.
It's big brain time.
It sure fucking is, Lyle. But he needs to go to the court chambers and look over the evidence. A certain someone might be able to help him identify something. This might be his only chance to get information that nobody else could. Quickly stands up and begins to walk away from the pond. He's done enough thinking. It's time to take action. With each twist and turn through the castle halls, Lyle's heart beats faster, his body filled with anxiousness and hope. Contrary to his large size, his paws are silent and quick as he swiftly makes his way down the corridor. Court chambers are just up ahead. The room is heavily guarded, along with Richter's quarters and Reynar's bedchambers. Nobody except for people participating in the investigation have been allowed in Richter's room since the solstice. They did a complete search of the room, finding nothing but expensive clothes and a cluttered desk full of notes and documents. Along with a few embarrassing drawings Lyle had made that he kept.
Oh.
Thankfully, the guards won't stop him. He may not be able to visit Richter. They can't bar him off from this. As he approaches the door, there's a few castle guards standing outside. Stand up straight and look forward. Lyle walks up to the door, takes out his keys, locking it with a large clanking sound. He opens the door and leans in through the threshold. It's empty? Candles on the chandelier above the table are lit, but the curtains are drawn and the room is lifeless. The room shouldn't be this empty. He pauses for a moment, wondering if something is wrong, but then walks into the room with caution, closing the door behind him. His table went from being a place for guests to eat to being cluttered with papers, documents, and all sorts of evidence important to the investigation. The chairs are pushed out and facing all kinds of directions. Renar's clothes from that night are laying flat on the table, completely spread out, appearing to have been examined multiple times. The dried blood on the suit sends a cold rush up Lyle's body, but he looks away from it for now. That's not what he came here for. Along with the suit are pieces of the reaped drapes, which have been collected and laid out next to it. Letters, documents, more letters. The table would look like an absolute mess to anyone who didn't know their way around it. Lyle spots the thing he's looking for, but not before his eyes glance towards some of the sketches he made. Liz knew of Lyle's hobby and asked him to sketch out the scene before they removed any of the evidence.
Yo.
That is
Oh
a
my
sketch
God.
of the scene.
That is hand.
Yes, it sure is hand. It was early in the morning and none of them had slept, so his drawings didn't come out that great. The fuck are you talking about? On top of that, he wasn't enjoying a single moment of it. things he was asked to sketch out that night were uncomfortable. But it had to be done, and it helps, so... Thankfully, whoever was looking at them last decided to cover them up with the sketch of the scene from the entrance. Not pleasant, but much less detailed. A shocking sight he'd rather not remember. With a nasty twist forming in his stomach, he sets the sketches back on the table and looks down at the murder weapon. It's a unique yet simple rondel dagger with a long blade. It's nothing too classy, but certainly not cheap. A pretty thing for a peasant to spend their life savings on, but nothing a noble would use. The guard is made from gold, but it feels very light. The dagger doesn't look like it's been used much either. There's a clean finish aside from the blood that's been left on it. There's no signs of scratches or dents though. Everything about it seems flawless. The fact that there's no mark signifying the marker is annoying. However, there's one thing that's odd about this dagger that always bothered Lyre. These blades were typically used along a thrusting sword, such as a rapier or an estoc. A secondary weapon used to gain an advantage on your opponents. Your typical dagger would be much better for assassinating someone. This dagger would still get the job done though. The blade is sharp enough to cut a hair straight down the center, and the tip is very pointed. Just looking at it is enough to make Lyre nervous, but holding it sends an ominous chill up his back and around the shoulders. Castle Blacksmith has already had a look at it, and he said it's a standard northern dagger that you could get from any smith in Urin or Lyre. Lyre doesn't trust his judgment though. The man used to be very involved in smithing and knew a lot about the different types of blades and forges they came from. But he hasn't been in that field lately. Now he just forges weapons and armor specifically for the castle guard, along with the royal guard. Wise beyond his years, but rusty in his knowledge, Lyre knows of one man who might know the origin of this blade. Eden, fucking kill yourself
Iden.
then. No. If Eden can figure out where the blade might have come from and bring it for the court, it turned the tides of the trial entirely. Eden can confirm that Richter didn't buy a single weapon when he was in his forge. It's not solid proof, but it's something. Now takes the blade and gently puts it into a small satchel.
Let's hope you can figure this out, Eden.
I already know it's Adrius. Fuck you, Adrius. I don't actually know if it's Adrius, but I just want to say fuck you, Adrius. As he makes his way to the door, it opens wide and fast, the door clunking into the wall behind it. Never mind! Completely fucking different. Jesus Christ. Okay. Coincidentally, Bjorn stands in the doorway, his large body taking up most of the frame. He has an annoyed grimace plastered on his muzzle.
Am I Bjorn?
No, I thought I was Bjorn. He had one line before. 2 lines. 3 lines. He had 3 lines before. We don't remember. It's been so fucking long. And...
yeah,
like 5, 6, 7. Anyway, who cares?
I think
I don't want to
funny
go back
how
to the episode where Ragnar dies. So...
I just want to say, I think it's funny how many bear characters are called Bjorn.
I mean, it is bear.
Yeah, it is literally like that is how we say and spell bear in Swedish. And
It's also how it's spelled in Norwegian, except it's
Norwe-
the crossed O instead of the dots.
Yep. That is 100% correct. Congratulations, you did your homework.
No, I just played down chorus.
Hold on, where? Now we're gonna
Read. Looks around the room with a confused look on his face. Who were you just talking to? Lyre tucks the satchel more behind his back and underneath his cape as he backs up a bit.
Nobody. I was just thinking out loud.
Bjorn knowing about what Lyle plans to do would certainly cause some trouble. Trouble he'd rather not have to deal with. Having to explain to someone like Audrius that he wants to take the murder weapon is as undesirable as a confrontation with the killer themselves. Bats eyes cutely anyway. What? Were you looking over evidence or something? Bjorn glances at the table with disinterest.
Yeah, just looking. Trying to piece everything together.
All by yourself. I'm gonna stab you in the chest. Wait, no, that would make me... I don't think that's the correct response in this current situation. However...
Yes, while you do that, I'll just play on my ukulele.
The old bear stands up straight, his towering figure rising up above Lyle's by a good distance.
Yes. Is there something wrong with that?
The tone of annoyance in Lyle's voice slips out on the last few words. The fuck do you mean you're allowed to do that?
That's not allowed.
You're allowed to do that.
Of course I am. Don't forget, as captain of the Royal Guard, I still have partial supervision of this investigation and the trial.
Kill yourself. I hate him! Bjorn grunts and lets out a chuckle, his front still sitting upon his lips.
It doesn't matter. I was just leaving.
Lars goes to step around him, but he speaks up. You shouldn't have it. And you shouldn't fucking have an opinion. Lyle stops in his tracks, his heart beating rising slightly.
What?
You shouldn't have supervision over this. Everyone knows that. Everyone's thinking about it. Even you should understand that it's wrong. Die. Lyle's shocked face is nothing compared to the sight of his echoes rising.
That's not for you to decide. And it's not wrong in the slightest.
In every court fucking session, the defendant has a defense attorney for a reason, bitch.
Someone has to support the innocent man locked in that cell.
Lyle continues to walk past him and grabs the doorknob.
I won't stand for this disrespect, Sir Björn. I'm leaving.
Lyle doesn't wait for Bjorn to retort as the door closes behind him. Yes, good idea. Leave the guy that clearly hates you and wants you dead in the room where he can now notice that the dagger is missing. Congratulations, Lyle.
I'm smart.
The guards outside the door are still as statues and Lyle walks in the opposite direction, down the stairs. Bjorn's constant disrespect of Lyle is annoying, but as long as he does what he's told and doesn't get in his way, he honestly couldn't care less. It's weird being a young captain to an old beast like that, but that's just the way things are. Age isn't a large factor in the capabilities to lead. Maybe he'll realize that someday. Lyle steps off the bottom of the stairs and reaches the door to the passage which leads to the village. Looks around before opening the door. From what he can tell, nobody was following him. Takes out his keys, unlocking the door swiftly and swinging it open. Cold air blows out from the doorway into his face. He steps down the spiral staircase, closing the door behind him and locking it. The stairs are wet with cold water, and it makes him wish he had a pair of those shoes Richter has to wear. They probably wouldn't fit on his paws, though. Descending down the stairs, he reaches the bottom and begins to carefully make his way through the tunnel. Each step
Turtle.
Turtle. Each step becomes colder and colder. Some of the puddles beneath him reacting to the movement, glowing bright blue like they always do. Once he reaches the trap door at the end, he unlocks it and pushes it up as far as his arms let him. He lifts himself up the stairs and tries to let his eyes adjust to the light. It's snowing out right now. Each snowflake quickly melts before it can even touch the ground. Other than a thin layer of snow here and there, the Vitality Fire Lanterns seem to be doing their job as always. Steps out of the small alley and into the village square. It's not as busy as it usually is, but people are still going about their day. For an obvious reason, everything feels more depressing now. It may just be his mood though. There's a few people walking around shopping for stuff. A couple of kids are playing by the fountain, one of them flipping a few coins into the water. John's outside the bakery, adding logs to the stove. Always a good, hard-working lad. The logs look like small branches when he grabs them. Lyle's ears perk up at the familiar sound of metal striking an anvil from within Aiden's forge. Aiden must have been working since dawn, because from the sound of it, every contraption and furnace in his forge is running. Lyle secures the satchel at his side and lifts the tarp in the doorway, tears brushing at it as he tugs through the arch. The entire forge is suffocated in dry, hot air. Eden is bent over, poking at the inside of the furnace, his body shining with sweat. His apron is completely dirty, and all sorts of tools are thrown around the ground. He stands up and turns around, jumping a bit at the sight of Lyle. I also don't remember your voice, but I'm fine with revisiting the video that you appeared on. Lyle. Quiet as always, I see. Lyle rubs the back of his head while looking down at the ground.
I do tippy toes.
Shut the fuck.
I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, sure. I'll let my name next time. Sets down a fire poker and turns back around, wiping his paws with the rag. How have you been?
A mess.
Yeah, I bet. A long pause floats through the air, but before Lyle can get to the point, Aiden speaks up again. Such an awful thing to happen. I can only imagine how it's been affecting you. Much of a shock as it was, life still goes on for folk outside the castle. Though, I can help but feel a little depressed lately. Bites his lip while looking at his anvil. Half of it is scratched and busted all over. I also heard about who they said did it. Human fella that you've been following around. What was his name again?
Richter. Trust me, he didn't do it.
Eden shrugs his shoulders.
Shrugs.
Shut up!
I see Mosu! Mouse-chan!
Shut up!
Where did Mouse-chan go? No! Mouse-chan, no!
Eden shrugs his shoulders. I hope he didn't. He seemed nice. But enough about that. What can I do for you? Don't tell me Winter's dull again. You could have done that much training.
No, it's not that. I wanted to ask you a few questions.
About what? Lyle pulls the satchel around to his front and lifts the flap, revealing the handle of the blade. Carefully pulls it out and places it on top of the anvil.
I need you to tell me everything you can about this blade.
Aiden cocks an eyebrow at the dagger and rubs his chin. I thought you didn't like fancy daggers, big guy. What exactly did you want to know about it?
Where is it from? What's it made of? Do you recognize the maker? Anything that could help me clear Richard's name.
Aiden picks up the knife and gently examines it. Is this the blade that...
It is.
A slight grimace appears on his face. Turning it around in his paws, he studies it with extra care, trying to look at every detail. What about the class of blacksmith? Didn't he have anything to say about this?
Yeah, but I don't even know why they consulted him in the first place. He only works on special orders, and he's been out of the trade for decades.
Lyle wrings his paws, looking at Aiden with concern.
On this matter, I trust your judgment more than anyone's.
Aiden holds the dagger closer to the light from the furnace and runs a claw across the guard. He then rubs one of his paw pads along the pommel. What did the old man say?
Said it was a regular blade. Could be purchased from any smith in Erin or Lyre.
He's wrong. It's a very easy mistake to make, though.
Mistake?
Fuck off! Lyle leans forward, placing his paws on the anvil and resting his weight on it.
I knew it!
To anyone else, this would look like a simple rondel dagger. A rapier's best friend. Points to the sharp tip and holds it in standard grip. That's the case with this one. But it's not that simple of a blade. Although thrust and swords became widely used weapon in northern Erin, they were created in Lyre. Both kingdoms had many knights and soldiers trained in the art of dueling with such blades. The thing is, ever since trade between the three kingdoms was expertly established, so were ideas. He places the blade back onto the anvil. Fires of the forge cast a warm glow upon the blade. Ideas were shared and techniques learned. Eventually all sorts of weapons were being forged all around Tigran. Weapons considered to be foreign were rare, sought after in their own homelands. And a dagger like this was definitely forged in Dries. He nudges the blade across the anvil in Lyle's direction as he says this.
Really?
Seen ones like it before on the few trips I've taken to Dries. The wavy blade is something you could go off of, but here's the main reason. Points to the guard and pommel. This isn't gold.
It's not.
That
Fuck.
there is pure Erlenmanite.
I think my voice gave out.
Do you want to do the it's not again?
Yes, thank you.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, fuck. What is wrong with my voice?
Your mother.
Bitch!
It's not?
That there is pure Erlenmanite. It's a somewhat rare metal that's similar to gold in quality. Almost as rare as Verkrite, and it's found primarily in the south. Weighs less and is stronger. He picks it up and holds it out to Lyle. This blade is from Dries.
Fuck. Why didn't Discord pick... fuck. Whatever. Sorry.
Kadach.
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Lyle takes the blade. Wrong voice. Lyle takes the blade from him and gently places it back in his satchel.
Thank you for your help, Eden.
It's no problem at all. I won't even charge you for you. I won't even charge you for my time.
Oh, very funny. I'll be seeing you, hopefully.
And then Lyle disappears. Lyle turns to leave, but Eden stops him. Right, yes, I'm Eden, hello. Hey, Lyle.
Yes.
I heard other things about the Richter fellow. Lyle turns around and leans against the wall behind him.
Eden.
I heard that you're at it again.
That's my business.
I know, just... It seems like it's happening all over again. Everyone's forming mean opinions about it. Lyle looks up at the ceiling and sighs. Listen to me for a moment, will ya? I know that they made it difficult for us to be together. I know that they spread horrible rumors which were quickly silenced and not forgotten, but... Lyle starts to feel hot in the face and he slumps into himself. I saw the way he looks at you. His eyes held the truth. Lyle's blush becomes more and more visible as it continues. Promise me something.
What?
Don't let them do it again.
Yo, we have a... Yo!
What is it?
Ally.
Yeah, obviously. Did you not hear that they made it difficult for us to be together?
Yes, I know, but it just feels nice.
Lyle stands up straight and looks him in the eyes.
I won't, Eden.
Good. And if there's anything else I can do to help, let me know. I'm still your friend, no matter how much you distance yourself from everyone. Lyle walks over to the doorway and Eden leaves the tarp to the side. He rubs the back of his head and looks up at Eden with a concerned and embarrassed gaze.
Thank you, Eden. I'm sorry.
No worries. My uncle's about to beat the shit out of you.
Ah!
They step outside into the chilly air and Eden basks in it, trying to cool off. This visit was very productive. A bit too productive in some areas. I'm honestly glad I was able to help. Oh my god, now that he's outside he has a slight blue tint to him. Did you notice that?
Yeah. I mean, he's outside and this is dark but fire, but with only light source is fire.
Yeah. I don't think I noticed that with Lyle. Like, nothing seemed strange, it's just different with Lyle, but with Eden it's very noticeable. Put your ukulele down!
I've been playing the ukulele on and off this whole session.
Really? That was the only time that it got picked up.
That's because Discord doesn't pick it up.
Hopefully everything is resolved.
One can only hope at this point.
Hello, I'm here to beat the shit out of you. What the fuck?
I should really stop being a stranger, though. I'll come visit you again soon, if things go well.
Flashbacks to the finale, anyway. Flash forwards to the finale, not flash... I'm stupid. Moving on.
We are fucked.
What?
So fucked. We are fucked.
Why are we fucked?
If you know, you know.
I do know the story, but why are we fucked? Oh, right, yes. Anyway, so what the fuck did we just? Fucking. That reset my brain. Wow. Lyle takes a few steps towards the alley while looking at Eden. Before he can go any further, he crashes into something which causes him to stumble back slightly.
Hello. Hi.
I don't want you to exist. Go away.
And that's where I end today's episode.
No, it fucking isn't. Actually, Will from the past? Yes, it is. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of A Read of Lyre. And if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Do any of those things in any order, I don't really mind. And if the content on my channel was enough to satisfy, you can go over to Pikamain's channel, where he has other visual novel readings, much like this one with me in them, as well as other voice impressions to maybe satisfy your visual novel cravings, as well as a cover. You should go listen to it. And with all of that out of the way, I hope that I get to see you on the next episode, but even if I don't, I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye!